Do you know what the single most painful feeling in the world is for a man? It isn't rejection. It isn't a breakup. It isn't even loneliness. It is invisibility. It is the feeling of standing in a crowded room looking at a woman you deeply desire and realizing that to her, you are nothing more than background noise. You are a ghost in your own life. You watch other men, men who seem less intelligent than you, less kind than you, men who have no stability and no future effortlessly draw her attention. You watch them say absolutely nothing of substance, yet she leans in. She laughs at their stupid jokes. She touches their arm. She makes the move on them while you stand there holding your drink, wondering what is wrong with you. You have followed all the rules. You were told to be respectful. You were told to be the nice guy. You were told to wait for the right moment, but the right moment never came. And night after night, you go home alone, staring at the ceiling, haunted by the silence of a phone that never rings. This isn't just about dating. This is about your existence as a man. It feels like the world has decided you don't matter. But I want you to know something very important. The reason she isn't chasing you is not because of your looks. And it is certainly not because of your bank account. It is because you have been lied to your entire life about what actually triggers a woman's desire. You have been playing a game where the rules were rigged against you from the start. Before I hand you the psychological keys to unlock her mind, I need you to make a commitment. What I am about to share is not dating advice. This is deep evolutionary psychology that society tries to hide from you because they want you to remain weak and compliant. If you are ready to stop being invisible and start being the man women compete for, then you need to join this brotherhood. Hit that subscribe button right now. Do not just watch. Become part of the 1% of men who actually understand how the world works. By subscribing, you are signaling to yourself that you are done with the lies. Now let's destroy the biggest lie you believe. The lie is that women want safety. You see, modern society screams at you to be harmless, to be a soft place for her to land. But biology tells a different story. A woman's primitive brain does not desire a man who is harmless. A harmless man is useless in the face of danger. A harmless man cannot protect her or her offspring. What she craves, what makes her heart race and her palms sweat, is a man who is capable of being dangerous, but who has chosen to be gentle with her. There is a massive canyon of difference between being nice and being good. Nice is a lack of boundaries. It is weakness disguised as politeness. Good is the mastery of power, when you approach her hoping she likes you, begging for her validation. You are signaling that you are harmless and weak. You dry up her attraction instantly. To get her to make the first move, you must stop being safe. You must become a mystery to understand why she chases the bad boy and ignores you. You must understand the concept of the void. Human beings, especially women, are naturally curious creatures. They are drawn to puzzles they cannot solve. Think about the last movie you watched. You stayed glued to the screen because you didn't know the ending. Now think about how you present yourself to women. You lay everything out on the table immediately. You tell her how much you like her. You text her back instantly. You show her that you are 100% available. There is no mystery. There is no puzzle. There is no void for her to fill. When there is no void, there is no attraction. You must create a psychological gap between what she thinks you feel and what you actually say. In that gap, a specific type of anxiety is born, not the anxiety of fear, but the anxiety of uncertainty. Does he want me? Why isn't he chasing me? What is he thinking? That this specific frequency of anxiety is the fuel for obsession. If you want her to make the first move, you cannot be an open book. You must be a book with missing pages that she is desperate to find. You have to be willing to sit in the silence and let her wonder. You have to be willing to withdraw your attention just enough to make her starve for it. Here is the secret that most men never figure out. Women actually want to be the aggressor. They want to chase. They get a rush from pursuing a high-value man, but they are terrified of one specific thing: social judgment. From the time she was a little girl, she was programmed to believe that if she makes the first move, she looks desperate, she looks easy, she looks too masculine. So even if she desires you, she will fight her own biology and sit on her hands. She's waiting for permission. Your job is not to chase her. Your job is to give her permission to chase you without feeling judged. You need to frame her aggression as a high-value trait. You do this by validating boldness. Imagine you are in a conversation, and instead of asking for her number, you talk about a hypothetical scenario. You say to her with total seriousness, I was reading this article about modern dating, and it's a mess. Men are scared to act, and women are waiting for a fairy tale. Honestly, I have this theory that the most attractive quality a woman can have in 2025 is the courage to just take what she wants. When a woman actually crosses that line and goes after the guy she wants, that is incredibly sexy to me. It shows she knows her worth. Do you see what you just did? You didn't ask her for anything. You told her that if she chases you, she isn't being easy. She is being sexy and confident. You just remove the social barrier and unlock the door for her to walk through. Permission is the open door, but we need to push her through it. We need to ignite her competitive spirit. Women are used to men throwing cheap compliments at them all day long. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're amazing. It is noise. It means nothing because you give it away for free. To make her chase, you must make her feel like she might not be good enough for you. This is called the negative frame. After you have told her that you admire bold women, you need to pull back physically. Lean back in your chair, squint your eyes a little as if you are studying her, and say this, "But I'm not sure if you're that type. You seem sweet, maybe a little too safe for me." This is a psychological grenade. You just called her safe. You just implied she lacks the courage to be the woman you desire. Her ego will scream. She will feel a sudden burning need to prove you wrong. She will want to show you that she isn't just nice, that she has an edge. She might playfully hit you or say, "I'm not safe. You don't know me." And right there, the dynamic has flipped. She's now qualifying herself to you. She is trying to win your approval. You are no longer the chaser. You are the prize she is fighting for. Now, we arrive at the core of the video, the specific words that seal the deal. We call this the hero's invitation. This isn't a cheesy pickup line. It is a statement of vulnerability wrapped in absolute strength. Later in the interaction, when there is a lull in the conversation, you need to drop the mask. Look at her deep in the eyes. No smiling total intensity. You say, "I have to be honest with you. I get bored easily. I meet a lot of people and everyone is pretending. Everyone is wearing a mask. It is rare that I feel like I can just breathe around someone." But you have a very specific energy. It's calm. It's dangerous, but it's calm. Pause here. Let that sink in. Then look away. Break eye contact and deliver the final blow. "I could see myself getting into trouble with you." This phrasing is nuclear. By saying, "I get bored easily," you signal high status and that you are hard to please. By saying, "It's dangerous but calm," you are telling her she affects you emotionally, which women love. And by saying, "I could see myself getting into trouble with you," you are projecting a future of adventure. You aren't asking for a date. You are suggesting a conspiracy between the two of you. You are challenging her to be the trouble in your life. The words are the bullets, but the silence is the trigger. Most men talk too much because they are nervous. They say something cool and then they ruin it by giggling or saying, "Just kidding," because the tension makes them uncomfortable. You must master the silence. After you say, "I could see myself getting into trouble with you," you must shut your mouth. Do not speak. Lock eyes with her for 3 seconds, counting them in your head. 1, 2, 3, and then casually look away at your phone or your drink. This silence creates a vacuum of tension. In that silence, her mind is racing at a 100 mph. She is thinking, "What kind of trouble does he like me? Is he a player? Is he my soulmate?" The tension will become unbearable for her, and she will feel a physical urge to break it. And how will she break it? She will touch your arms. She will laugh nervously. She will lean in closer. She will ask you a question. That action, right there, is her making the first move. She has crossed the line to get to you. You simply stood still and let her come to you. Once she is hooked, you must not make the mistake of becoming too available. Even if she likes you, if she thinks you are desperate to hang out, her attraction will fade. You need to implement scarcity. You need to be a man whose time is valuable. If you want to see her, do not say, "I'm free whenever." Instead, use the restricted request. Say something like, "I'm going to this jazz bar on Friday night. You should come along, but listen, I can only stay for about an hour because I have an early flight the next morning. So if you come, you'd have to be on your best behavior. No drama." This is brilliant for multiple reasons. First, "I'm going anyway" implies that your life is a moving train. She can board it or miss it, but you aren't changing your plans for her. Second, "I can only stay for an hour" takes the pressure off. It's a low-commitment meetup, but it also signals that your time is limited and valuable. Third, "no drama" disqualifies her, again, implying that you have high standards and won't tolerate nonsense. This makes her want to earn her spot in your schedule. Finally, for the men who are stuck in the texting phase, I will give you a tool to occupy her mind 247. It is called the Zeigarnik effect. The human brain hates unfinished tasks. It holds onto them and obsesses over them until they are resolved. You can hack this psychological glitch. Send her a text at 8:01 p.m. that says, "I just saw something that reminded me of you. I actually can't believe it. I'll tell you later." Then put your phone down. Turn it off. Go to the gym. Go to sleep. Do not reply for 12 to 14 hours. She will go insane. Her mind will cycle through every possibility. Was it a good thing? Was it a bad thing? Is he thinking about me? By the time you reply the next day, her dopamine levels are peaked. She has been investing mental energy into you for 12 hours straight. You have occupied her mind, Rantry. When you finally reply, keep it simple. "Oh, just saw a girl wearing that same weird hat you like. Made me chuckle." It doesn't matter what it was. The power was not in the content. The power was in the weight. The power was in the mystery. Gentlemen, the words I have given you today, the permission, the negative frame, the hero's invitation, these are not just magic spells. They are the external expression of an internal reality. They are the mindset of a man who knows his value. When you say these words, you are communicating something deeper than just interest. You are communicating that you are the prize. You are communicating that you are not afraid to lose her. And the ultimate irony of life is that the moment you are truly not afraid to lose her is the moment she will do absolutely anything to keep you. Stop waiting for the world to give you what you want. Stop waiting for her to choose you. Create the environment where she has to choose you. Use these phrases. Embrace the silence. Live in the void. And watch as the 99% of women who ignored you suddenly start competing for your attention. The script has been flipped. Now it's your turn to write the ending. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe now. Or we are just scratching the surface of human nature.